starting off with some breaking news, and this is from the pole bouncer of Tamil Nadu. The Jana Nayagan movie of TVK chief Vijay, the release date has now been postponed. There's been no censor certification release delay. Due to that, the movie Jana Nayagan will not release on January 9th. That's not just in India, but world over. A big setback for TVK chief Vijay before his political debut, because there will be no Pongal release for Jana Nayagan, and rather this at a time when there were advance bookings, ticket bookings that were made for this. And from on this, my colleague Veera is now joining me live. Veera, talk to us more about the political connotations behind this. A big setback for Thalapathy, no release date for his movie Jana Nayagan in India and abroad.
That's right. There is no release for the movie on the 9th of January. When it will be released remains a mystery. It could be a few days, it could be a few weeks, because releases are timed with several factors in mind. Remember Tamil Nadu going in for the elections in April, May this year, and this was a movie that was going to set the political campaign tone for Vijay. Remember the day after that, that's on the 10th of January, Parashakti, a movie with enormous political overtones itself, which is revolving around the anti-Hindi agitation of the 1960s and is seen as a DMK propaganda reinforcement, is getting released on the 10th of January. So several political connotations. Does this definitely a blow for the movie in the box office, but does this bolster Vijay's narrative as one who is under victimized by both the BJP and the DMK? We'll have to wait and see how all these narratives play out in the electoral field. But for the moment, no Jana Nayagan on the 9th of January, and that's pretty clear.
Right, and Parashakti will release on the 10th of the January. My colleague Uma is also here with us. Uma, talk to us about what happens next, the steps that perhaps Jana Nayagan's movie producers can take, because earlier Vijay's lawyers had slammed the censor board and said that they could have acted earlier. But the big news is that no release date for Jana Nayagan, and what are some steps that they can take moving on from here?
So, no film can afford to release outside the country when it is not released inside the country. Not a 500 crore film that has been made in Tamil, and something that is riding on a lot of the political ecosystem as well. And therefore, that's the reason why, even though outside the country, technically, the film can be released even without the CBFC certificate. But because the court has now said that the verdict on this issue will be given on the 9th of January, which was the release date that was specified earlier, and therefore the postponement in India and outside of this big film. Three things that I must point out. One, that the counsel himself was in fact surprised. We are told that a complaint had been made, and then subsequently it dawned that the complainant is in fact none other than one of the board members of the CBFC itself, and that is why that itself was raised as an objection about someone who had cleared the film, and how come he himself, how can he become a complainant, is something that the counsel had argued in court. Now, of course, the verdict we expect on the 9th of January. They are unlikely to challenge this, the complainant giving in that order about more objections, 10 to 12 scenes that they are speaking about. That is unlikely, because that is further postponed, that is likely to further postpone the date of the court's own verdict itself. Back to you.
Right, Uma. While you chalk out the next steps, I want to come to you, Veera. You did a show from Chennai, rather on this. All right, we'll be connected to my colleague Veera in moments from now. But coming to you, Uma, the delay of the release of Jana Nayagan in theatres comes at a time when there was advance booking for TVK Chief's blockbuster, perhaps his last movie before his political debut. Talk to us about how this is not just a setback for the TVK Chief, but also for his fans at this point of time.
So the fans are certainly going to be very disappointed, because this was being advertised hugely as the last film of Vijay before he transitions into a political role. But there is more to it than just fans' disappointment. One, of course, technically the theatres will start refunding the money because the film is not releasing, and wherever the advance bookings have been done, they are bound to refund the money back to the fans. But the bigger picture that is playing out is TVK sources suggesting that that there is obviously pressure being sought to be exerted. They don't see it as a straight case of a CBFC objection objections because the film was seen by the CBFC and the committee had recommended cuts and audio mutes, and all those were carried out in the film, and that's the reason why they believe that there is something more dishonest about the objections that are now being raised regarding the film itself. Of course, one after the other, it was going to be Jana Nayagan on the 9th of January and Parashakti on the 10th of January, and all of this having huge political messaging as well. So now the filmmakers will have to decide on whether they want to take the Pongal release, which is the next week. Before that, where they want to release and make good the Pongal season, which is a big season for films, or whether they want to politically time this for a later date, like Veera was suggesting.
Right, Uma. Stay with us. We'll come back to you in a moment from now. And of course, that's the big news that we're tracking for you right now. There's been no Pongal release for TVK chief Vijay's movie. Let's tell you more about this. Now, there's perhaps been a twist in Tamil Nadu blockbuster fight. Vijay's movie has been stalled. And there's been, of course, no certification for Parasakti as well. DMK backed movie yet to get certified. So there's been a big tiff between on the silver screen while the TVK chief Vijay's Jana Nayagan movie was slated to release on January 9th and Parasakti on January 10th. But the latest that we're getting, the news right now, is that there's been no certification for Parasakti, a DMK-backed movie, which is yet to get certified. And Vijay, my colleague is still here on the phone line. Vijay, but it seems like things have taken a U-turn while Jana Nayagan's release date has been pushed. We are also learning that the rival movie, Parasakti, which had to be released on January 10th, is yet to get certified.
That's right, Anisa, but the movie crew, the Dawn production house of picture, Red Kind, the distributor of the movie, are very hopefully saying that they would get certified by tomorrow. What we heard from the sources is Parashakti movie was first watched by the Censor authority and later recommended to the revised committee, and then they had cleared the censor, but they are yet to complete the process, and issue of certificate is still pending because just now Dawn Pictures also shared the poster saying that 3 days will go for releasing of Parasakti, but in the poster they didn't mention about the certification of movie. Usually the poster will have what certification the movie has, whether it's U by A or U. So they are also not clear, but movie crew is very hopefully saying that they would get the certificate issue by cleared. They will clear the issue by tomorrow.
Right, Vijay, thanks for getting us latest on this. And on that, only slip into a very short break. I'm right back. Cross line for you here on NDTV 12%.